Hello everyone, I'm Diane. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all well today. So today I thought I'd share a little make, or rather planned makes for autumn. So this week I bought myself Burda magazine. Now I do buy this occasionally but not all the time, and I have had a subscription in the past. This week I thought I'd buy this one, the September issue, because I thought it would be brilliant to have a look through and make some plans for some autumn sewing for myself. So I hope you'll enjoy having a look through with me. I've picked out the things that I'm going to make, and when I do make these things, you can make them along with me. So if you want to grab yourself a copy of this magazine, when I make the items that's suggested, you'll be able to have a sew along to go with it, as well as the instructions in the magazine. Because Burda magazine instructions, if you've not had it before, can be a little on the sparse side. So if you have it all the time, you're probably used to working with it, but they are very basic. So if you're not sure, I'm going to just show you a little bit now. So some of them have a real sort of in-depth piece that goes with them, but for others it is just literally small paragraphs like this, small paragraph, and then you trace off your pattern. And that for some people in itself can be quite daunting. Now I have done a little video on this before. So what I'll do is, when I make the items that I'm going to make out of the book, I'll show you how I trace them off and the best way for me, and how I store them, and I'll do that as part of it. And then you can sew along with me. I'll make the sew along pretty quick and easy, so that you can have a quick look at the instructions, but then just watch what I do if you want to make the same thing I'm making. Also, while I'm showing you through the magazine, I'll stop every now and again and I will film individual clips of it closer up, and I will insert them here so that you can see them a little better, because I know it's difficult to see it with me just holding up. But so as not to break the flow, I'll talk along now, show you through it, and then I'll add those clips in after, so they should be popping up as we're talking. So I've seen a few really nice things that I want to make out of this issue. Now I've just moved myself along a little because we've got the sunlight coming in through the window there onto the wall. I don't want to complain about that because we do like the sunlight, but I've moved along a little. Now let's get started. So the first thing that I've decided I'm going to make, and it's a pair of trousers. Now in Burda, always at the beginning you get all the images like this of everything that's going to be included in the magazine. If you've not had it before, it'll tell you which pieces are going to have an in-depth sew along to go with them. And there are always line drawings as well, so I'll show you the line drawings in a minute. Now, the thing that I really like about this magazine is that you get so many patterns with it. I mean, if you just buy a pattern, you can be anywhere from sort of £8 up to £20–25 if you go for an indie pattern. And then you've got that one pattern. But with Burda, you get so many patterns in one magazine. Now you do find that sometimes some of them repeat over time, so if you are buying it over a long period of time, you'll just have lots of the same. But you can look out and you can actually have a quick flick through in the shops if there's anything that you like. So yes, I have made some just like these this week with a two-tone, but the pockets were completely different, and the two-tone part here went in a curve. So they were by Mimi G, and I did those for work. These, it's just a straight, here, just a straight line of coordination, front and back. They've got French pockets. I really like the pockets on them. They sit below the waist. I think they will be brilliant for autumn, and there's a whole range of colours that you could do those in. So I do like this khaki. I don't think the cream is very practical for autumn winter. So what I'm thinking is, I'll show you what I've got. Now I have got some grey, but I'm still thinking this is too light, and plus it's a completely different fabric to the one that I've got. That doesn't matter too much, and I could double it up or back it to put it with it. But I'm still thinking that that's a very sort of lightweight fabric and a light colour. I've got this nice navy. I've got enough to make the trousers in their entirety in this. So my idea was, because further on in the magazine, and I'll show you, they just made them out of denim. I was going to make them all in the one colour, but where the diagonal part is in sort of a bronze, so that it really stands up, do the double line of top stitching across the bottom of the leg, on the pockets, and in all areas like that, so that they were just navy with bronze top stitching in different places as details. That was one thought. because I have got enough of that to make the whole trousers. And I already have that. I've not just bought that specially, that was given to me a while ago by a friend. So I have this already. So I've got my main fabric, but I do think it's a shame not to do the two-tone. I've just been talking to my husband about it, and he says, I think if you're making them, make them with the two colours, because you're going to the trouble of cutting those pieces, so why not go for the feature? So I love this colour here, and I think that would look really nice with navy. So I think I'm going to get some of this. I'm going to pair it with the navy and have this at the bottom. And also my autumn winter boots that I love, my ankle boots, are this khaki colour. So I think that would work really well. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So let me know what you think. What do you think of the top stitching idea? But I am thinking I might go for this, but it will mean buying a little bit of this, but only a small amount. So that's my first make. So I really like those, and I'll give you a better look in a moment of that. Now the next thing, my next thing is what she's got with that. It's this Croissant bag here. Now here she's got it in cream, and I am going to be making that for definite because I think that is so cute. Here she's got it in khaki. And there's a little tutorial on that, making the croissant bag, and I think that's really nice. So that's my second make from the magazine. I am going to show you the other things in the magazine. I just thought I'd pick out the things that I'm making first of all. So that's make number 2 for this month. Now, another thing that I love in here is the Burda shirt. Now, the only reason I'm not making the Burda shirt is because I've already made the Burda shirt, and I think it is this one, from an actual bought pattern. So there is a big feature on this, and I will show it you now. So there's a feature on the button-down shirt and the history of it, and I do like to hear about the history of clothes and fashion and so on. So there's always something like that in the magazine. So a few stars here wearing their button-down shirts, and the button-down is the one that buttons at the collar. Now, after saying that out loud, mine doesn't actually button down at the collar, but for everything else, for all intents and purposes, it is this shirt. So you can see this one here with the darts, so it's very much a woman's shirt, or aimed at that gender anyway. So I think it's really nice, but I've already made one and I've already got the pattern bought and cut, so I don't really need to be tracing off and cutting that one again. I think it looks like the fit is exactly the same. So I will fetch that in a minute, photograph it and pop an image in here so that you can have a better look at that. And I did mine in sort of a dusky pink, and I did that a good few years ago now, and I love it, but to be honest, I'd hardly ever wear it. It is very formal, it's not something you just wear around the house. So I love it, I keep it, I won't get rid of it, but yeah. So the next thing I'm going to do, now this one is for next summer, this one is not going to be a this month make, but it's this dress here. I love the ruching on this. Oh, I'm going to make for sure this top right here with the zip down the front, so stretch top, perfect for autumn, long sleeves. That's another definite make if you want to make that one with me at some point. So that's that dress and the top, and the next one is a make for my husband. So last year I made him a hoodie out of Burda magazine, and he loved it. I made it him as a gift, and he loved it that much that I bought some more fabric and I made him another one, and he had them on pretty much all winter. He loved them. I bought really good sweatshirting fabric, 2 colours for each, and the fit was perfect. It was a really nice make. I was really pleased with it, and so was he. So this year I'm going to be making him this one. So again, it's a zip up one. You do tend to find that a lot of the styles follow the same sort of theme in each magazine. That's what I've found in the past anyway. So we've got a zip here, we've got a pocket, and this one is in sizes 46 to 54, the little line drawing there. So I will show you a better look in a moment. Next up is this dress. Now this follows on from the top that I showed you with a zip at the neck that I'm going to be making. So basically you're just making the same again, but you're extending it. So you're making it as a dress. I won't make it this long, I'll probably make it about here and wear it with ties. But a stretch dress for winter, autumn, winter, you can't go wrong if you pick something you really love. So that's another definite make. So those are the things that I'm definitely making. And now I'll just show you a bit more of the magazine, and as I said, I'll insert some better looks, some better images and line drawings. So if you're interested in making any of those with me, you might want to get yourself a copy of Burda, and those are the things I'm going to make. I will trace off, like I said, and do a step by step for each of those makes. So we always have the introduction and a bit about what's in fashion this month, so, or rather this season, and it shows you some catwalk images. Now we don't all wear like what's on the catwalk, but things sort of come from there. So a little bit about that and how things are adapted. Like I said, you've got a brief rundown of everything that's in the magazine at the front, and here's a page on the trends. There's always a few fashion tips and styling and so on. Now first up you've got this sweatshirt. I do like this sweatshirt, but I've got quite a few sweatshirt patterns, so it's whether I really need to be tracing this off or not. It does look quite nice, but I think it's quite a wide neck on it. So that's first up in the magazine. Then next up we have this top with the tie, so it's quite a loose fitting top. And then this dress with sort of the asymmetrical top here and a flare at the bottom. I do find some of the styling a little strange for me sometimes, but then that might just be me. The way they put things together is maybe not the way I would do it, and sometimes I wonder if people might feel differently about some of the patterns if they weren't styled in the way that they are. But yeah, so the first one has a wrap over like this, that one that I showed you there. And then this dress, there's the line drawing there for the dress with the asymmetrical top. So neither of those grabbed my eye. And then on the next page you've got the trousers, which I'm going to be making, that I showed you. And then on this page you've got this rather interesting dress here. Again, it wasn't for me, but I do think it's a nice shape. That might be something that you're interested in. Here we've got a variation on that top from further on, I feel, with the wrap and a longer length. And then on this side you've got this rather full skirt. Next we have a winter coat, which is like a shirt. So it's very much like an oversized heavy shirt. I do like this dress, but again, it's quite a dressed up dress, so not something I'd just wear from day to day. And it's got this really big tie at the back neck, which I think would probably get in the way in the winter with coats and things. I do like this skirt. I don't think I'd make it in leather or leatherette. I think I'll probably make it a little bit shorter and just make it in some other sort of heavy fabrics for the winter. So I may do that at some point, because I do like a straight skirt, but I don't think I'd wear it as long as this, because I'd wear thick tights with it. But I do like the feature detail because it's got lines going across it. I don't know if you can see there. Seams that go in this way, diagonally. Then you have all the patterns in the middle. And like I said, very brief instructions. There are some wide leg trousers and a very basic tunic top. I like the coat is very nice, but I don't need another winter coat right now. This one you do need to use a quilted fabric, and here's the line drawing for this one. It's a rather full blouse with a big bow. I don't like that, that's really not me. And here is the dress that I will be making later on. And then the next part is about another trend, which is the bag clothing. So I've got lots of black, white and a lot of yellow going on in these pages. So there's a straight dress. This might be a party dress, this one. There's a bag jacket for a man, so that's a really nice pattern to have. I do like that one. So that's sort of the, well, male gender pattern for that. And then I do like this dress with all the stitching, all the top stitching details. Here are the trousers that I'm making, that made fully in a denim fabric without the two-tone contrast. And there's that big bow blouse again that I'm not keen on. Here we've got a full denim jumpsuit. So here's the line drawing. I think that looks really nice on her. It's not something I'd wear, but I might just make the top bit. Do like the top bit of it. And then here is the skirt with the diagonal seams again, and this time they've added a detail and used a black leather fabric or a leatherette. So here's the dress with the zip front that I'm going to be making. And again, that asymmetrical top. Before it was made as a dress, here it's made as a top. The wide leg trousers again, but styled differently with the biker jacket. Oh, and the jumper styled in a different fabric. There's a biker jacket for a woman here. I'm not sure I like these colours. I mean, I think this style of biker jacket may be too boxy for me, but it may be the colours that are putting me off. And then this one here, I just find too oversized, but that might be something that you like. There's some instructions on making this little belt, which she's wearing here with the jumpsuit. And further instructions for the dress. And then a preview of next month. So that's everything. So I hope you enjoyed having a little look through and hearing about my plans. If you're interested in sewing along with any of those patterns, remember that that magazine is out this month, so if you want to get yourself a copy or share a copy with a friend this month, if you're interested in making those few things that I'm going to be making, so a dress, some trousers, a top, a bag, there's a few things to have a go at there. Please let me know in the comments below what you felt about this, if you've bought this magazine, if you enjoy using Burda, and what your future plans are for this next coming season. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye for now.